Welcome everybody to episode 2 of Touchdown Talk. You probably can't see our faces. I'm not sure about it, but I'm sharing my screen right now, and this is going to be we're going to go over the top 3 best picks in the draft and the top 3 worst picks in the draft. This is going to be the first round of the draft. Just saying. I created a list. Some other people might have. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna share my who I think is mine. Okay, so let's get started with the my third worst pick in the draft. If I could ever get it to the next page. There we go. I have the Raiders selecting Henry Ruggs 12th overall. Now, in my opinion, he was the third best wide receiver in the draft, and they took him when Jerry Jeudy and CeeDee Lamb were still available. Does anyone have any agree with me? Disagree?
I disagree fully.
No, so I think that CeeDee Lamb and Jerry Jeudy are both better receivers, but I still think Henry Ruggs will be good. I don't think it was a bad pick, but there was guys he could have got better, but I still think Henry Ruggs would be good. So I agree and I disagree.
So I think he could either turn out to be similar to Tyreek Hill and be a star because of his speed, or he could turn out as a bust because pretty much, with all those receivers who pretty much their careers run off of speed, one, their careers are short, and two, they need to have a quarterback that suits their speed well and have a strong arm.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that one, or with NFL analysts, because I think that Henry Ruggs could either turn out to be like Tyreek Hill, who's a great player, or he could turn out to be like John Ross, who, I mean, he had a good rookie season, but he doesn't do much now.
He's
So
not
I
what
think
we expect.
he's a very optimistic player.
Yeah.
Well, no hate to Ruggs. He's a very talented player, but I thought there was some other players available that the Raiders could have gotten, and that's why I don't really like this pick in Henry Ruggs.
Here's the thing. So I think he could be good or it could be a bust. Because Tyreek Hill, you don't know. He has Patrick Mahomes, but John Ross, he had Andy Dalton, and he has Derek Carr. So just because if you put it on the Chiefs or the Seahawks or any of those teams, he would be better. But since he has a bad quarterback, I don't know if he is going to be really good on the Raiders with Derek Carr, an old quarterback, and not a good quarterback, in my opinion.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so let's go to my third best. I have the Cowboys taking CeeDee Lamb. I really like this pick. The Cowboys, now you can look at this pick in two ways. Okay, the Cowboys don't need a wide receiver. They took a wide receiver. They wasted a pick. It's a bad pick. Or you can look at it as they took the best player by far in the draft that was available. It's a good pick. I'm looking at both ways, but still, I'm putting this as a really good pick for the Cowboys.
I don't agree and I don't disagree because I think that CeeDee Lamb he's going to be a very strong player, but when he's surrounded by Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup, he didn't really gain Prescott's and Jerry Jones' trust yet. So I don't know how many touches he will get. And also, Dak Prescott now, just being Dak Prescott, I don't know if I feel comfortable with this pick. And also, I really don't like the Cowboys, so I don't like any of their picks.
I don't like the Cowboys either, but It was a good pick.
I actually think this could fall under one of the bad pick categories.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think just for the fact that so you said one of the worst picks was Henry Ruggs.
Yeah.
Yes, but let's just say, all right, he was drafted to like the Jets or like the Dolphins, let's just say, he would be on my best list. But since he was drafted to the Cowboys, now he's probably the third primary receiver. Also, you're running the ball with one of the best running backs in the league. Now it's like, he's not going to get touches. He's not going to be good.
Yeah, but like still, he's a good player, and it doesn't matter how his career is going to turn out. I think he is one of the best wide receivers in this draft, maybe the best or second best. I'm debating between him and Jerry Jeudy, but I think he's still a really good player, and I think this is still a really good pick.
I think if he was drafted to, like, let's say the Jets, because they lost Robbie Anderson, so they don't have any good wide receivers, I would think he would be better than he would be on the Cowboys.
Yeah. So let's move on to my second worst. I have the Eagles selecting 21st overall, Jalen Reagor. Now, in my opinion, I hate this pick. Reagor is second-round talent. They pick him first round, and he's like mid-second round talent. And both Justin Jefferson and T. Higgins were available at the time. Two wide receivers that I think are so much better than Jalen Reagor. And I think they just reached for a guy that shouldn't have been picked at this.
I actually disagree with you. I disagree. Because
I really like Jalen Reagor.
I feel like if Justin Jefferson was put, or Justin Jefferson or T. Higgins, not T. Higgins, what's his name? No, all right, whatever. So if Justin was put on a team like this, I think Justin Jefferson's going to be personally really good. If he was put on a team like this, I feel like Jalen Reagor's a pick where I think he's a good receiver. I mean, I don't think he's better than Justin Jefferson or any of the or the other receivers that were available, like the other two receivers that were available. But I feel like he'd fit on this team because he's a decent wide receiver. So if the Eagles get that, it would be good. And it's kind of reflecting back to the CeeDee Lamb pick. He's good, but he didn't get put on a good team, and I think his talent's going to get wasted. But with Jalen Reagor, I think he's going to be a decent player in the league. I think he could be like a Julian Edelman slot receiver. And I think I like this pick.
So I actually really like this pick because I feel like if I were to guess, I would say Henry Ruggs would kind of be a bust because most fast receivers like that usually are. So Henry Ruggs, and I think Jerry Jeudy won't be that good, but I feel like what's his name? CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Reagor and Justin Jefferson are the three players in the draft that have the biggest NFL potential because I feel like he's built like an NFL player. Because CeeDee Lamb or what's his name? Henry Ruggs is not that big, so I think that, and so is Jerry Jeudy. So I think that Jalen Reagor will kind of be I think he'll end up being like the Devontae Parker kind of receiver.
Yeah. Well, I think Reagor is going to be a solid player, but there were better wide receivers at the time in the draft, and the Eagles got the third best wide receiver in the draft at the time, available at the time. And I think they should have if they drafted Jefferson or Higgins, I would have liked the pick. But I think they drafted Reagor. I don't really like.
I don't necessarily agree with you because you can't really tell because there's no training or anything. It's hard to like really tell if the draft picks are going to be good. You don't see them practicing with the team. But I think Jalen Reagor was good, and I thought he might not have been better than. He might not have been better than Justin Jefferson, but I think he's better than T. Higgins in the NFL.
Okay, let's move on to the our next my second best pick in the draft. And I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers selecting Tristan Wirfs. This is a team that's already acquired Tom Brady and Gronk go along with Godwin and Evans, and this is a very good offensive tackle. In my opinion, the best offensive tackle in the draft. And they did trade up to get him. Only one spot, though. And I don't really mind it that much. And Tristan Wirfs is a very solid offensive tackle. and maybe protecting Brady from getting injured and slowing down his career or like stopping his career as he wants to. He wants to play a bit longer. I think he will play a bit longer. And but if he gets injured, like his career might end. But Tristan Wirfs will definitely help that.
This is
Yeah,
one of the
I
ones
love this
agree with
pick.
you. I agree with you on this one.
Yeah,
I
this,
love it.
this is probably on my list the best pick in the draft.
'Cause,
They
I mean,
needed.
they already have a solid defense, and
Yeah. I'm gonna say that Tristan Wirfs, he had there were many teams in the top 5. I think the Dolphins, and the Giants in the top 5, they both needed a lineman. And I think that the Dolphins, their number 1 need was probably a quarterback, so it was good that they took Tua. But I think the Giants, if they were to take a lineman, which they did, they should have taken Wirfs. And Andrew Thomas is probably the 4th best lineman in the draft, which is probably number 1 on my worst picks.
yeah. So I like this pick just because they have a solid defense already. They don't really need someone. They have veterans on their defense, and their offense.
Ryan, just saying, Tristan Wirfs is an offensive tackle.
I know. I'm saying their defense is good, so they're not gonna get a defense. They're not gonna get a defensive player. I'm saying that line's one of the things they were struggling with. Because then when they had Jameis Winston, they don't have him now.
Yeah, like their O-line is the only thing stopping them from being a good team. Adding Tristan Wirfs is a big win for Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I really, really love this pick.
I thought this was a good pick, but I think they could have used a running back. Ronald Jones is.
I don't think they need a running back, though. Brady never needed a running back.
And there's also not a very good running back in the first round, I feel.
I mean, DeAndre Swift's pretty good.
Yeah, but like he's not like at the time 13th overall. He was not like on the draft board. He's not near where they were picking.
No, they have such a talented offense. They don't need a running back.
I think they could have traded down for a running back, but you don't get a running back here. There's no 13 overall worthy running back.
I think they could have traded the pick farther down, maybe 10. They could get Mekhi Becton, which I think is the best offensive lineman in the draft. I mean,
no. I think Tristan Wirfs is way better than Mekhi Becton. I think Jedrick Willis. It goes the lineman ranking goes Jedrick Willis, Tristan Wirfs, Mekhi Becton, and then Andrew Thomas. I think Tristan Wirfs is a very talented player. He's really athletic.
I disagree, but just go to the next one.
Okay, let's go to the next one. So with my number 1 worst pick, I bet all of you already know who it's going to be. The Green Bay Packers selecting Jordan Love. Now, I would have been okay, like a bit upset, but okay with this pick if Love fell to them and they picked him. And if you look at the picks after 26, he probably would have fell to them. And like, to take a QB this, like, I feel like they should have waited a couple years before they took the successor to Rodgers.
I am surprised that you don't have Andrew Thomas on this list, though. Just because
Andrew Thomas, I was debating between him and Ruggs.
No, the only thing is that they in Gershon's opinion, I don't fully agree with it. I know NFL analyst's opinion or whatever. What's the other one? The three dots opinion. They thought that he was the best. He was the 4th best O-line in the draft.
Me too. I think he is too. But
also, what I'm saying, also you know who's still on the clock?
Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They should have taken Isaiah Simmons. But
Isaiah Simmons or worse, probably.
For the Jordan Love pick, I don't even have an opinion on it because I think that, like I said, with the Joe Burrow for trading the Dalton away, and now Patrick Mahomes had Alex Smith, so he was better. I think that now that Jordan Love will have Aaron Rodgers for even a few years, he'll get even more experience. And I read something this morning that said Jordan Love will still get some touches. He'll kind of play a Jalen Hurts role for Philly, and I think that once Aaron Rodgers retires, he'll be fully developed to a very good quarterback like Russell Wilson.
I agree with that, but Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to retire. And if
Yeah,
he-
and Aaron Rodgers is pissed that they took a
yeah.
quarterback.
Yeah.
So if
Well, no,
he's
I
mad,
think
it's probably his last year, and he could get traded or signed somewhere else.
In my opinion, if they wanted a quarterback, they shouldn't have taken in the first round. Maybe they take Jacob Eason, Jake Fromm, Jalen Hurts. But they don't. I don't think. I think they should have taken They might have wanted to take a quarterback in this draft, but I don't think they should have taken him with the first round pick and they traded up to get him too. That's why I'm most pissed about.
so another outcome that could happen from this pick is who was that other quarterback that Green Bay took a couple years ago?
I have no idea.
So they took this quarterback who they gave him a chance, but he
I'll
just
switch
did
it
not. So, and he was built exactly like Jordan Love. So I don't really know if Jordan Love will fit in. So that's why I'm kind of on this pick.
I agree with that. Yeah. So let's go to the next one.
Okay, so my number one best pick in the draft, I have the Baltimore Ravens, 28th overall, selecting Patrick Queen. Now, Queen, I think he might have been he's one of the best defensive players in this draft. And his play style is kind of like Isaiah Simmons. He can play a lot of positions on the defense. He's very, very athletic. He's very strong. And, I mean, I can't believe he dropped to him. It was one of those times where you're looking to get a player, you're looking to trade up to get a player, but then he just drops to you. Whenever that happens, that's a good pick. At the time, it doesn't. He might end up to be a bust. Who knows? But
I don't disagree with you. I think this was a great pick. I know we're mostly talking about the first round, but if I were to say the best pick in the whole draft, it would definitely be Xavier McKinney. He had a top 15, maybe even top 10 potential in the draft, and I think that him falling to the Giants, especially now that what's his name? Guy who just got arrested on the Giants.
DeAndre Baker.
Yeah, DeAndre Baker. Now that he's most likely off the team, and they lost a few key parts of their defense this year, I think that Xavier McKinney is the guy that'll help rebuild their defense, and I think he'll eventually be a Pro Bowl receiver. I know it's too early to say, but that's my opinion.
Patrick Queen. I love this pick. Let's take last year's Redskins pick, for example. They were wanting to trade up for Dwayne Haskins. He fell to them, and at the time, Haskins didn't put up the best season. But at the time, it was one of the best picks at the time because they wanted to trade up for him, but he fell to them. And same thing with this pick. They wanted to trade up to get Queen, but he fell to them.
That's the thing. If you're trading up, you got to make sure this guy's the guy you actually want, because then it would be considered, if he's a bust, one of the worst picks. By trading your pick up for no apparent reason, and then just not getting a good player out of it, instead of waiting and kind of hoping that he'll drop.
Also, I'm kind of surprised that you didn't have Isaiah Simmons on this list.
Yeah, I thought Isaiah Simmons was the best pick in the
That's what I was
draft.
thinking.
I think that him dropping to Arizona at 7, I know that
It was 8.
Joe Burrow was a lock for number 1. He has number 1 overall potential. He's so versatile. He could play a ton of positions, and he's just an insane player.
Play every single position probably on defense.
No,
I thought the Lions could have taken.
not
I thought the
defensive
Lions
tackle
could have taken.
or
Yeah, the Giants. Yeah, they should have
No, the
taken.
Lions.
Yeah,
The Lions.
100%.
Even though
No, I think
Yeah, they were thinking about taking Isaiah Simmons or Jeff Okudah, and they took Okudah.
I think they actually could have taken Derek Brown. Derek Brown was a great pick too.
Yeah, but compared to these guys, he's gonna fall because
Yeah.
there's a lot of better guys than him. I'm not saying he's bad, but that's it. That's what.
So is that it for the draft?
Let's move on to predicting the AFC West. We said so. The Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, and who else is in that division?
Broncos.
Oh yeah, Broncos.
I
So
think the Broncos are going to be – I think Drew Lock's going to have a really good season.
So this is my predictions. Chiefs going 13-3. The Broncos going 9-7. The Chargers going 5-11. And who's the last team?
Raiders.
The Raiders going 4-12.
Yeah, I think that the Chiefs could go 14-2. The Raiders are gonna go 4-12.
What I said.
The Chargers are gonna go 6-10. Who's the last team?
Broncos.
The
Broncos.
Broncos. Like the Broncos are gonna go 8-8.
Well, I think the Chiefs are going to go 14-2, or 13-3. There's a couple games there that they might lose, but I think relatively they have a pretty easy schedule. And with them being what, in my opinion, the best team in the NFL, I think they're going to cruise through this year. I think the Broncos are going to go either 8-8 or 9-7. I think the Raiders are going to go probably about 6-10, and the Chargers are going to go 4-12. I only think the Chargers are going to do that bad because they have Justin Herbert at QB, a rookie QB, and like I think and he's going to be starting QB. I don't feel like he's not NFL ready right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he's not ready.
I think the Broncos are going to come up 10-6. I think they're going to do really good.
I don't know. Drew
That's a
Lock-
little generous.
They don't have. Oh, true. They have Melvin Gordon, so I think that they'll actually do pretty.
And
well.
and they have Philip Lindsay.
Yeah.
They're both good out of the backfield. Like
I think they have the second strongest backfield, and then
I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. So okay, so now you could see all of us. But I think the AFC West is going to be a relatively decent
I
division.
think the Broncos and the Chiefs
Yeah.
are going to split. They're going to.
They have two bad teams. One decent team, one pretty good team, okay, and then they have one amazing team.
I feel like that's the division like where that good team always comes up top.
I think the
But
Broncos actually get the wild card this year.
me too.
Yeah,
With a
Broncos
9-7
get
record,
the
they
wild card.
might do.
Chiefs, I think Chiefs will be a good dynasty for the next 3 or 4 years as long as they keep Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes, and Travis Kelce all together.
Yeah.
But
That's it. Yeah.
yeah, that's all we have for you guys today. We tried to keep it short for you because our videos before have been long, but we're gonna hope you guys enjoy. Remember to subscribe if you like our videos. Push the like button and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. And we'll see you guys. We're coming out with a quiz video soon. We'll see you guys then. So thank
I
you.
have my
guys for
quiz.
watching.
I have my quiz, but
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you guys next time.